get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Toronto Thunderbirds. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go on, go on. Check 49, check 45.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, let's go. He's crazy. He's checking crazy. What happened?
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 4. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the 1st carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55. 20. 55.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Slam. You're out. Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 11 yards there, just like last play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start the drive with Cook. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On On second down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Henry running right. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's checking.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, check. 56. Ready, go.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
No. Off. Check 99.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Ready? Check 52, come on. Hey, keep it up. Check 3. Express. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Robert Kimdichie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hatchet. 66. Bullet high. Let's go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 is the mic. Delta. Go on. Switch. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
That's it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Greg, Greg. Check three.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Tevin Coleman. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? And if you get a lift, and if they get deflated a little bit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, D-Line. Leo, get in there. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They'll run on first down. Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Alert 3.
2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Greg. Hey, turn it up. 8. Switch. Hey, watch it. Shit. 49. Check 49. Back.
Now a run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Ready? Step ready? 20. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Gun. 57's Mike. Go. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. It's caught by Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Great. 57's wrong. 57.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Ready. Watch the safety guys take over first down at the 43-yard line. Check 43.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Greystone travel. Get wide.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A big play there out of Cook. 42 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Slam. Check. That's no us.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll set up a throw. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll toss it to Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nope. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
To throw is Newton. Looking deep for Gabriel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Wants to run. They're seeing. On. Kill. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Coleman. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 46 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And to the 40-yard line, that's when the return stops. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the L.A. Rams were the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for L.A., hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.